In London, we all know what £950 gets you. It doesn't even cover the average rent for a one-bedroom flat. It barely pays for your zone 1 to 4 travel card, your council tax, and your skyrocketing energy bills. It keeps you on a tight leash, making you watch every penny just to survive. But what happens when you pack up that same exact £950 a month and bring it home to Ghana? Does that money lose its power, or does it transform your quality of life? Can you actually live comfortably, or will you find hidden expenses that catch you off guard? Today, we are doing a comprehensive, realistic deep dive. We are comparing London versus Accra across 5 critical spending areas: housing, transport, food, utilities, and healthcare. Then, we are going to look at the massive legal cost regarding what the UK government does to your state pension the moment you change your address to Ghana. Grab a notebook, sit back, and let's look at the real numbers. Number 1. Housing. In London, housing has become a crisis. If you are renting a basic one-bedroom flat outside the city centre, you are looking at a minimum of £1,500 a month. If you want to buy, a modest terrace house can easily cost £500,000. For a retiree on a fixed income of £950 every month, renting in London is mathematically impossible without government housing benefit. Now, let's fly over to Accra. Statistically, overall rent and housing cost in Accra is roughly 80% lower than in London. If you choose to rent a modern, beautiful 1 or 2 bedroom apartment in a safe, accessible area like East Legon Hills, Oyarifa, or Spintex, it can cost you an average of £370, which is converted as 6,000 Ghana cedis a month. Suddenly, your £950 pension has paid your rent in full and left you with almost £600 intact. But here is where the Divine Freedom Africa community has a massive advantage. Many of you in the diaspora have been buying plots of land and building your retirement homes over the past 10 or 20 years. If you already own your home in Ghana, your monthly rent cost dropped to exactly zero. You aren't paying a landlord, you aren't paying British council tax, you are living on your own property, which instantly frees up almost your entire £950 pension for your lifestyle, travel, and comfort. Housing in Accra is a massive, undisputed victory for your pension. Section 2. Utilities. This is the section where many diaspora members get caught completely off guard. In London, we are all too familiar with the energy crisis. Gas and electricity bills, council tax, water rates, broadband, and mobile bills can easily add up to £400 a month for a standard household. You move to Ghana thinking, great, I'm escaping the cold, so my heating bill is going to zero. But instead of heating, you have cooling. Accra is hot and humid year-round. If you are used to the cool UK climate, your natural instinct when you move into your Accra home will be to turn on the air conditioning. Here is the warning. Electricity in Ghana operates largely on a prepaid meter system, and for high-consuming households, the tariff can be quite steep. If you run multiple split-unit air conditioners all day and all night, your electricity bill can easily soar to £100 a month, converted as 15,000 Ghana cedis, which is a massive chunk of your pension money. To make your pension go far, you have to practice smart energy habits. Build your house with high ceilings and plenty of windows to maximize natural ventilation. Use ceiling fans instead of air conditioning whenever possible. Most importantly, if you are building or buying, invest in solar power. Installing solar panels might require an upfront cost, but it will reduce your monthly electricity bill to almost nothing, protecting your £950 a month pension from utility inflation. Water and internet, on the other hand, are relatively cheap and highly manageable. Section 3. Transport. In London, getting around is incredibly efficient, but it comes at a steep price even with a senior citizen Oyster card or Freedom Pass. If you are driving a car, you are dealing with ULEZ charges, congestion charges, astronomical insurance rates, and fuel prices that constantly fluctuate. Maintaining a vehicle or commuting heavily across London zones can easily eat up to £200 of your budget every single month. When you land in Accra, transport looks very different. If you prefer public transport, the local trotros are incredibly cheap. We are talking about pennies per trip. However, as a retiree returning from the UK, you will likely want more comfort and security. That is where ride-hailing apps like Uber and Yango come in. Because of the favorable exchange rates, taking a private air-conditioned Uber across Accra often costs a fraction of what a similar ride would cost in London. A 20-minute ride that might cost you £25 in London will often cost you the equivalent of £4 to £6, around 60 to 100 Ghana cedis in Accra. If you choose to bring your own car down or buy a vehicle locally, fuel prices in Ghana can be very high relative to local salaries, but for someone earning in British pounds, it remains highly manageable. The lack of monthly transport passes, low cost of local mechanics, and affordable ride-sharing mean your transport budget on £950 will stretch incredibly far. Let's be generous and budget for 2,000 Ghana cedis every month. That's equivalent to £126. Just a fraction of what you would spend in London. Section 4. Food. In London, the cost of groceries has skyrocketed due to inflation. A standard weekly shop for a couple at Sainsbury's or Tesco can easily hit £100. Eating out at a decent restaurant is a luxury that requires careful planning. It's easy to lose £400 off your 950 UK pension on food-related expenses every month. In Accra, your food budget depends entirely on how you choose to live. If you walk into premium supermarkets in areas like Airport Residential or Cantonment, looking for imported British goods like Kellogg's cornflakes, Heinz baked beans, Kerrygold butter, and imported English meats, you will receive a massive shock. Imported goods carry heavy duties, and you will find yourself paying double or triple what you paid for those exact same items in London. If you try to maintain a purely British diet in Accra, your £950 pension money will vanish before the second week of the month. However, if you embrace the local lifestyle, Accra becomes a food paradise. Buying fresh, organic, local ingredients from markets like Makola, Medina, or local neighborhood stores is incredibly cheap. Fresh plantains, yams, cassava, tomatoes, peppers, organic chicken, and freshly caught tilapia or redfish cost very little. Eating local dishes like fufu, jollof rice, and wache from reputable local spots is highly affordable and delicious. If you live on a low-carb fresh diet, your monthly food bill could easily be under £150. That's less than 3,000 Ghana cedis when converted, allowing you to eat like royalty while nourishing your body with organic food. Section 5. Healthcare. In the UK, you have the NHS. While we all know the waiting list can be frustratingly long, the care is ultimately free at the point of delivery. Your prescriptions are covered and major surgeries won't cost you a penny. In Ghana, healthcare operates on a very different system. While Ghana has a national health insurance scheme, the NHIS, it primarily covers basic treatment in public hospitals. As a returning member of the Diaspora, you will likely want to use high-quality private hospitals in clinics in Accra, such as Nahu Medical Center, Akai House. The medical care in these top-tier private facilities is excellent. The doctors are world-class, often trained in the UK or US, and there are virtually no waiting times. However, you must pay out of your pocket. A standard consultation can cost between £20 to £50, and medications are priced dynamically. If you are living on a £950 UK pension in Ghana, a sudden medical emergency or a need for specialized surgery can completely derail your finances if you aren't prepared. Therefore, it is absolutely non-negotiable. You must allocate a portion of your monthly pension to a comprehensive private health insurance policy in Ghana. Budgeting around £40 to £70 a month, that is 600 Ghana cedis to 1,100 Ghana cedis, for a solid private health insurance plan ensures that your medical needs are fully covered, leaving your remaining pension safe and sound. Now, what happens to your UK pension when you move to Ghana? Your UK state pension will be frozen once you inform the Department for Works and Pension, DWP, of your new address. This means that if you retire to Accra today and your state pension is locked in at £950 a month, it will stay exactly the same for the rest of your life. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, as global prices rise and inflation affect the Ghanaian cedi, your pension will not increase by a single penny. You will be stuck on a completely fixed income while the world gets more expensive around you. We will dive deeper into the reasons that account for this and how you can beat the system in our next video.